I need to log back in. How did Dank Brian do it? He played very patiently and he let the noobs troll the game for him.
Exactly, Derpy. Okay, anyways, today we have another game against Tree and Sniper. They are both like C1 players around there. You already know they're professional players, so today we're gonna see how we can beat them by playing slow and steady. Now these maps, Flashpoints, are the best maps for Rein. Here you want to take up as much space as possible so your team has more to work with, and also you can back up to corners like these ones and the one that I was just at. And then here I'm just waiting patiently until they use sleep and ram form, which they did. And then now we can just cut them off, and I even pinned them. And then all we have to do, since we're up a tank and the Ana has no sleep once again, we can just kill her easy, and then we win the fight. Now in the next fight here, I try to help my cast on the angle, but then I don't realize that there's like 3 people shooting me and the shield's behind me, and then I mess up because I get surrounded by everybody. In this case, obviously just pay attention and then you should be fine. All this matchup is just kiting the ram form and knowing how to kite it, or you can pin to different spots to kite the ram form as well. Now here in this next fight, since they have double hit scan, low-key you could just clear the angle over and over again. Like if I push the soldier here and I just hold shield in front of them, what could they really do? Like as you can see here, I just shield my cast gets a pick, and then like it's just free. And then I see that my Curie needs help, and then I just rotate back on the ram and we win the fight. And also my Pharah just had a really nice angle already, and my team just pushed together. Okay, now this next tip isn't really a Rein tip, it's more of a Flashpoint tip, but if you're at 67% in the objective, they don't have a touch unless they have a Tracer or like a Ball, Doomfist, somebody really fast. So here, all we have to do is just poke them out and then make sure they don't touch. And then guess what? They don't have anybody fast to touch. I guess like maybe their soldier can, but like if you poke him out, he can't touch. Now the perks of winning the other point is that you get to the point faster, so sometimes you could just get away with doing like sneaky stuff like this. And then yeah, all we have to do is we have the entire map for ourselves, so we can just cap freely and then not have to worry about them trying to push because they're down in support. Now here they do no ult, so that's an easy kite, and then we just rush on point, which is fine. Now here, if they use more support ults or more ults in general, it could have gotten kind of hard, but I guess since we were down our Ana, they didn't want to use any ults. Now here, I try to save my Curie with the Shatter, but it doesn't work, but luckily they don't have Suzu for the tank. And then here, it's just an easy 1v2. It's a 1 HP Curie, and then my Ana is coming back anyways. Now here's a fight I play super bad. Now they use Rush here, which is fine, and then I just easily kite it. Very good, right? The Nano PDK, he gets 2. That's very good start, right? And then I just sit here and do nothing. Like absolutely nothing. I don't help my team with the ram. I'm confused on where to go. Like if I just look and think for a bit, maybe I do something. But I do find the Curie at least. If I take a second to look back at my team, I can see that they don't have anybody in position to heal like the ram or soldier, then I could easily go in. Or I could have saved Hydron right there. And even with my DPS doing miracles on this point, I still cannot do anything. I'm on point and doing nothing. Like absolutely nothing. This was just like very bad fight from me. So if anything, you should just try and look around more and get information from your teammates and see what you can do. Because as you can see, you just cannot get carried. If you really don't know what you're doing, you just can't get carried. My DPS did everything and yet it didn't really matter. Now on this next fight, I really just want to make sure that I keep everybody together. So I don't want to leave my Ana, I don't want to leave my Kiriko, I don't want to leave anybody. And so here I'm just kind of clearing the soldier out, I'm just making sure he cannot shoot at anybody on my team. We rush, and then they also rush, and they Illari ult. So I kind of just do nothing here. I just wait until they shoot, my shield breaks, but luckily the Illari ult hits nobody. And then we kind of just wait. I kind of just shield when I can, and then I go in, obviously, because I get none. Now, perhaps I could have played it a little faster, but I think it's good to just wait out the Illari ult and the rush, because they didn't really need to use both at the same time. Now here, I think stopping them on the rotate is important. If I stop them and make them act like I'm gonna push in here, then the Orisa can't push, and the people supporting her can't push either. And then we also get like 2 picks, so that's really nice. Here, my Ana gets shielded, and then we sleep Orisa, and then that's a free kill. Or I thought it was at least, and then we get the Curie anyways, so it's fine. Now here, since it's basically 60%, we want to make sure that they do not have an easy touch. If we hold up close, then it's harder for them to touch with like everybody with them. Then we also have Shatter, Barrage, High Noon, so this is really nice. And then we sleep the Orisa, they have the Suzu, and then like since the Orisa needs all her CDs to touch, it's a free shatter because I'm right next to her. Now obviously we know the closer you are to somebody, the harder it is to react to shatter. So that's why I think it works. Now here, I don't think my team realizes that the spawn was right next to us, so and then 2 of us died unfortunately, which is okay. But the problem that the enemy team made was that they pushed us even though they know that they can't kill us. Now here, no one wakes her up. Obviously we pin her off the map, but that's okay. Our whole goal here is to just live. So I try to help PDK live, and I have my Ana with me, so it should be easy. And then since they're really close by, and we have Nano, like they just insta fall over. And they even use Visor, knowing that they can't do anything because I'm right here. So that was just kind of like an easy fight, I think. Now here, since they killed my Ana, they know that they can push in safely because my Ana won't be back for the next like 5 seconds. So they use Rush and Orisa ult, so which is fine, I guess. Like as long as we try to live on point, that's all that matters. And we end up getting like 50% on the point, which is really nice. Now the good thing about getting 50% on the point is that we can make the next fight as long as possible, and we can drag it out to like almost 99% on their end, and OT as well, because if we win the next fight, we basically are guaranteed the point. Now here, my team is gonna do exactly that. We're gonna take our sweet ass time to get the point. Now our Curie dies, unfortunate. Now we just wait. What's the worst that can happen? They get 40%? Who cares? And then while I'm waiting for my Curie to respawn, I wait, I look behind, I know she comes back in the next like 3 seconds because she has DP. So we take left side here, and then I just make space. I try to regen my shield by pinning on this guy. And then I just clear the Sojourn. The Orisa looks at me for whatever reason. And then I just go in with Rush. And then I'm just using my natural cover, so and then I do not die to this thingy. It was a little risky, but we ended up using enough natural cover just so I have enough HP to live that. And then these 2 are just stuffed in this corner right here, so they can't really do anything, and they definitely can't kill me. So it's a free win, I think. Now take a crazy guess what we're gonna do now. Since we're at 60%, we're gonna hold their spawn once again. We have to make sure that their touch is not easy. We're poking everybody out, and we have picks, so why would we not go in, you know? And then, what, now they only have, what, like their cat to touch? So basically, I can just mark the cat and make sure they can't touch. And yeah, that's basically GG's. Let me know if you guys have any other questions or parts where you need me to elaborate or something like that. Also, I do stream at Twitch TV didnt 2 if you guys want to see live Rein gameplay. And thanks so much again for watching the video.